Social media today has really skyrocketed bands who not necessarily would have been known. For example, one of the bands we did here, Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah, are huge Twitter people. They really enjoy bantering with their fans on the spot by tweeting, and they get reception by that. And the numbers build. As soon as the numbers build with the followers, Facebook followers and Twitter followers, then they can get their message out, what they want to say, when they want to say it, and they really enjoy that. Well, I'm a musician by hobby. I have no sights of being anything else than doing it for myself in a band. But it helps me to relate to what the musicians are going through as far as when they're on stage, what they might feel like, as far as songwriting, what they might be going through. I always ask them what inspires them, if they do writing first or music first, that kind of thing. I like to, it's interesting for me to see that side of it. So, I mean, there's so much to being in a band, depending on what you want to do. For me, it's a hobby, but for the people that we interview for On Canvas, it's their livelihood. They take it a lot more seriously. So, like if I don't have a gig coming up, it's okay. I still have a job and I get paid. But if they don't, it's not fun. I mean, we interviewed George Thorogood again and again. He tells us it's a business. I really think that Philadelphia has had a core group of musical legends that have kind of gone on for generations, and I think today Philadelphia is a very strong musical core. I don't think that's really lessened. A little bit of the genre of the music has tweaked a little bit over the years, but I think Philadelphia and bigger cities like that still hold very important to the music scene today. But I think Philadelphia has stayed just as strong as it has been. In a different way, though. You don't have the legends that are strictly doing, like for example, country. Philadelphia is around the 4th market, and there are bigger markets to hit if you're a serious musician. You have to go on tour. You have to tour United States, meaning LA and all the big cities, and then eventually Europe. So if you're at a point where Philadelphia, you feel like you're starting to outgrow Philadelphia, the next logical step for bands in Philadelphia seems to be they get a staff of management and they try to tour country and the world as much as they can. A lot of the bands that we interview on Canvas, their tours definitely include Philadelphia and not necessarily the huge venues. We've shot huge kind of stars into venues like, Opera House in Delaware or Sellersville Theater. The smaller, more intimate venues, it could be a stopover on their way to bigger and better places, but for us, they do stop here, and Philadelphia is a viable place to stop. I think today's musicians who are up and coming, they are exploring different music that maybe someone from my generation never thought of. We're rock and roll, we're country, we're R&B, we're all that, Motown and everything. But, we never put together bands that were indie bands or, rap bands or things like that. So I think it's great that the youth is coming up with these different musicality and different ways to promote their lyrics and everything. So I think it has to do with age. You don't really find 60, 70-year-old indie bands. They're all young. They're in their 20s, 30s, so I think it does have to do with youth, and it's very exciting because I think they've taken what they've learned throughout the other music that they grew up with, and they've put together really a new genre. I don't think the music scene will ever hit its peak. It's just ever changing. It's like changing in the guards. The music is always changing. It's always coming in different ways and different energy. So it's just a matter of taste and what you like. Well, the beauty of On Canvas is that we feature different genres every week, and I really enjoy that element of it. We have medieval babes. They were doing, you know, Gregorian chants. I mean, we'd have that, and then we have George Thorogood, who's a rocker, then we have jazz pianists, we have different people all the time. It makes it so interesting. And I learn a lot as a musician and a singer that there's so much to music to learn. And I have a lot to learn, and I enjoy learning. So for me, it's just a learning process. It's a learning process to better my own craft. And as in my job, it's just ongoing, and I guess I look forward to who's around the corner. We're always looking for great musicians to feature, all different genres, and we don't turn anyone down because maybe it's not our specific taste. It's not about that. It's about getting new music out to our audience. We wouldn't be able to have a show that has a different genre every week if Philadelphia wasn't a diverse musical city. It's not that hard to find different genres to fill a weekly show. Even within Philadelphia, we feature people that come through Philadelphia, either nationally, internationally, or locally. And there is always someone coming that's a completely different genre than the week before. So it's a great place for music.
Take all they can get.